Apparently, Patrick Williams was privately told it's now on him. Me and CDubb got some things we got to discuss. Patrick Williams, disappointing. Patrick Williams, simply just trash. Oh my God. It's going to be a discussion for the one that we got to go ahead and break it down. But y'all know we going to talk about it and break it down. But you got to hear the music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shot Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, CDubb. What's the word?
What's the word, man? Y'all get off Patrick Williams' ass.
For what? But anyway, if y'all tuned in with us today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. And please say no to drugs. We preaching positivity over here until we have the discussion about Patrick Williams. Now, this is coming from Joe Cowley, so take it how you want to. Take it for what it really is. I don't necessarily, and I want to preface this before we go out there and get it, and I'm pretty sure C-Dubs agree, we don't really like quotes. We ain't a name attached to it, but I find it very, very interesting that now this is one of the things that is being said about Patrick Williams, to where the Chicago Bulls reportedly are saying, hey, Patrick Williams, it's now on you. What do you necessarily mean by that? Is what I ask. C-Dub, what do you have to say about it?
I'm with you. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Are you just not? Can he not use the facilities at the Berto Center? Are you saying that he can't use the hired trainers employed by the Chicago Bulls? What do you actually fucking mean, Chicago Bulls? Because if he's still in your employment, it is part of your job to make sure you develop that young kid. Why would you say this unless you're done with him? Unless you like, fuck you. Whatever happens during the season is gonna happen, Pat. And we don't give a fuck what you do. That's what it sounds like to me. Or maybe you got a better opinion about it. I don't know.
I'm not, look, whatever was said privately, and if they privately told Patrick Williams, it's now on you, I'm 100% on board with it. How many times we got to sit here and baby Patrick Williams and say, man, just so much talent and traits. If he could just get his mindset right, Patrick Williams can be the player the Chicago Bulls need. We blame Billy Donovan. We blame DeMar DeRozan. We blame Peter Patton, who's no longer here, by the way. We blamed everybody around Chicago, even the garbage man. We said, garbage man, you ain't even throw the bag in the back of the truck the right way. You affected Patrick Williams. That's hyperbole. But it's time for Patrick Williams to simply just rise up to the occasion, bro. And nobody has much left for him, bro. That's just me personally. I know it's not always the best to go out there and harshly criticize a player. But when you get 18 M's, and a lot of people feel like, hey, go get your money on, but are you worth the 18 mil? Especially when you look at him. See, this man was benched multiple times up until this point. This man was given opportunity after opportunity. And Patrick Williams, this season, career lows in a lot of areas. Career lows for Patrick Williams in scoring, rebounding, 3-point percentage, and field goal percentage. Is that really the Patrick Williams we thought we was getting? No.
Hey, there was an instance maybe 2 to 3 years ago where me and you sat in this very studio. It was like, bro, it's time for us to trade Kobe White, bro. It's time for us to trade Kobe White. We talked about this yesterday. It's time for us to trade Kobe White. But what Kobe White do the next season, nephew? What did he do?
He came out and shut everybody up. He came out and hooped. That's all we ask. Come hoop.
I believe that Patrick Williams, he been on this goal. I mean, that the goal that we setting upon him. We've been setting that goal for him. It's time for you to show out. We tired of giving you excuses. You recounted a lot of the excuses that was made for Patrick Williams on his behalf. But now it's definitely time for him to show. It's been time for him to show out and enough baby in this kid. But I don't understand what the front office is talking about. You don't come out and make a statement like this. I hope this is not true. Um, Knowing where it's from, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro. I know he worked with some high powered people, but we already know about him. So why in the hell? I'm confused. Why would you tell a player that's in your employment who's probably going to be on the roster next season, unless you trade him, it's all up to you? I don't understand that.
I mean, I think that it's a fair statement to make. I understand your side of it. When like, what do you mean by this? Are you saying that you're not, what I'm saying, going to invest any more into the development of Patrick Williams? I think that's a fair way to look at it. But then also, I look at it like this: if the Chicago Bulls came to Bobby and CDubb and they said, "Hey, we want y'all to be a part of our media team, break down every single game," and they give us new equipment, they give us, what I'm saying, a good platform to perform on. And they say, all right, we set you guys up. Now it's all on you. It's all on me and you to get the damn job done. It's on me and you to show up and show what we made of to push the content. Same thing could be said for Patrick Williams. We gave you developmental coaches. We embraced you going to work out with DeMar DeRozan. We gave you starter minutes. We took away your starter minutes. We gave them back. We took them again. We've done everything possible. We had conversations with you. Billy Donovan sat down with Patrick Williams and let him know what his expectations were. It's now on Patrick Williams, bro. It's now on Patrick Williams. And you can't fault people for saying, hey, there's no hope for him in a Chicago Bulls uniform. If Patrick Williams goes to another scenario, which I think would be very, very difficult, by the way, that's cool. He can go thrive over there. Maybe a change of scenery might be best for him with a different type of coach, because everybody responds differently to whoever they play under. And we seen it with Larry Marketing. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He was all right with Chicago, ended up in Cleveland, still a little all right, and then ended up in Utah and really stepped up and looks like a totally different play over there. So maybe a change of scenery for him, but it's gonna be hard to trade him, because if you call me talking about do you want Patrick Williams? Are you giving me something to take him on? In the Chicago Bulls, I'm pretty sure they don't want to give away draft capital just to get rid of this guy.
No, that's crazy. Um, Patrick Williams, bro. It's it, I'm just confused with the front office, nephew. I agree with everything you just said. All through this episode, I agree with everything. I'm not even um taking away the blame that's placed upon Patrick Williams, because most of the blame belongs to him. You should be the one working on your game. You're the one responsible for your game the most, not the organization. But the organization does bear some culpability or responsibility in said development of Patrick Williams. So, are you telling me you're done, Chicago Bulls, developing this man, helping in this man? I'm gonna be silly, using all the assets in the Berto Center, because I'm confused to what you said. It's a very vague statement. That's why I hate this. Not putting names on comments. It's very vague. What the fuck are you talking about? So if it's like that, then trade them.
Which is gonna be hard to do. When we talked offline, we was like, who wants Patrick Williams, bro? Who's gonna convince themselves that they want Patrick Williams? Maybe before the contract extension, you look at Patrick Williams or something like that. But I got one question. I got two questions, but the first one, I just need a answer. And I think you gonna respect the question. Do you think? I'm not. It's just to further on the conversation, and y'all can chime in down below. Because when Patrick Williams entered the Chicago Bulls, he was a lot leaner. He looked a lot more athletic. Do you think the added weight was a detriment to his development?
I'm willing to say yes,
Why?
because he's the progression, or his star going up, where he didn't improve once he started putting that weight on maybe 3 to 4 years ago. I think you said you only wanted one word answer, you big motherfucker.
No,
I
I
wasn't
said
ready.
quick.
All right,
My
look.
bad.
He didn't improve. He didn't improve when he gained that weight. He actually stayed the same to this very moment.
Yeah.
He averaged the same points. So it didn't help him. That's all I'm saying. Once he got the weight, we didn't see a steady improvement in his game. Simple answer.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's fair to analyze to a degree because he don't look as fluid as he once looked. When he came in, it looked like this man could jump out the shoes.
You know what? There's some good points right here, bro. You are right. When you look at I want everybody to go and look at some highlights of his rookie season. He more active. He's more. You are right, nephew.
I'm
You're
just
right.
saying, like, I don't, that's it. Cause like a lot of the times when we talk about NBA players coming into a team, we say, go ahead and put on weight. That's one of the first things we say. And sometimes it works out for the player. Sometimes it does not work for the player. And I think that depending on what your plan is when it comes to your nutritionist in the building, your strength and your conditioning coach, we got to look at those type of things to see how these could positively affect the player and negatively affect the player. And maybe that's something we can look at the Chicago Bulls at, to your point. So that's why I asked the question.
It's like when he changed his number, he started going going down. He went from 9 to 44. Did you gain 35 pounds, motherfucker? And that's the reason that you stay at mediocrity for all these years that we've been watching you play
I don't
Patrick
even know how
Williams.
much he came in with, to be honest,
Yeah,
but he
yeah, but
definitely looked totally different than how he
that's
came in.
you definitely ignited some thoughts in my mind, like bro, like yeah, he was a little bit more athletic and more active when he was smaller as a rookie, when he was wearing that number 9. But as soon as he went to 44, gained 35 pounds, y'all know 35 plus 9 is 44. He started going down the tube, bro. I don't mean going down the tube, but he just mediocred out, mid the fuck out for the whole season. He even started to be even worse, bro. Like you said, 3-point percentage is down. He always been a 40% 3-point shooter. Now he's at 35. His free throw percentage going down. His field goal percentage is at 39%, nephew.
The motherfucker that big.
For the person that big, a perimeter player that you need to get you a couple buckets here and there. You were starting in the beginning of the season, lost your job to the rookie. The coach had all the confidence in you in the start of the season. I didn't. You know why? But I don't know what to say about this kid, man. I don't think that he's trash. I just think that he's mediocre. What else to say?
Ain't that
It
damn near
is
the same thing?
trash and mediocre. It's
Is it
not.
more? So the question is it more disappointing or more looking at him like he trash at this
I think it.
particular moment right now?
I think everybody would agree. I don't know what you would say. Uh, I think most people would agree that he's disappointing more than anything. We would have thought that we would have seen like a 17, 18 point per game average this season with
Shit,
without Zach
double
Levine,
digits.
DeMar DeRozan, all the excuses we gave him, nephew. All those excuses left the building. And he still averaged 9 points, nephew, for the season. There were more shots to be made. He said, no, thank you. There was more shots to be taken. He said, no, thank you. He has no gall. He has no ferocity. He has no aggressiveness. He had shots that were sitting right there on the kitchen table, and he did not want to take them and eat them. I don't know a basketball player that doesn't want shots, but Patrick Williams doesn't want shots.
That's crazy to me. And if you don't want shots, you got to be an elite defender.
And
Wasn't
that's
elite this season. He wasn't elite this season. He
nope.
was he was a really good defender moving up until this season. But this season, it was like, where are you? What are you doing? Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. Maybe you got to get back in the lab and get a little leaner, or you know what I'm saying. Not
I agree.
necessarily slam completely down, but cut that muscle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get a little more leaner so you can feel a little more light on your feet and stuff like that.
I agree.
But when it comes to the disappointing and trash, I think it's a combination of both, bro. Look, I
No
don't
problem.
necessarily think the player is 100% trash, to be fair To be fair, I don't think the player is 100% trash. But hindsight is 2020. This season, he was trash.
The results. Are you saying the results is trash? What he
The
put out?
results come from him. It was
I,
trash.
I I can get with that. Like the results at the end of the season, what you did for the whole season, your evaluation, you was trash compared to the expectations you put on him, right?
Yes. The
Okay.
production from this player was trash. Can
Okay.
he
I
come
get.
out very well and bounce back and be that 3-point shooter that we need him to be? Absolutely. But guess
Okay.
what? Can he go out there and be the defender that we need him to be? Absolutely. Can Patrick Williams go out there and potentially go over 9 points per game? Absolutely. But the problem is nobody believes it.
Okay.
It comes to that point to where you talked about earlier. Everybody was on Kobe White ass. Kobe White came in and said, I'm him. At least for the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He said, be the hell quiet. That's what Kobe White came in and did after
Absolutely.
all the trade talk. Everybody is on P. Will backside saying, trade this man. He trash. He's disappointed. All of the above. Are you going to come in and silence the people? Because even your own front office said we had expectations for Patrick Williams and he let us down this season.
Yeah. Now, I love how you put it, like the expectations. That's what I'm accepting. Like the expectations that you put forth for this kid, he did not meet them, and his results was trash. I can honor that. But in a grand scape of evaluating the player as in the totality, he is not trash. That's all I'm saying. Disappointing, hell yeah, without even a shadow of a doubt. But the disappointing player that he is compared to the expectations that we had, he's okay. He's mid. 9 points. Everybody can't average 9 points. He could come in and guard. He's not gonna be elite. Um, that's about it. I can't give him any more compliments.
I just got one quick question so
Go
we can
ahead.
bring it on home. Is Ben Simmons trash?
No.
So I see where you coming from. But to another point, didn't the 76ers give up on him in the Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah.
Same thing could be said for the Chicago Bulls and Patrick Williams. That's why they probably came out and said, hey, it's all on you.
Don't
Possibly
you open
came
the
out and said
gates, nephew. Don't you dare open the gates.
that.
So what does
just
that
saying.
mean about Luka Doncic?
Come on, bro. We
No,
talked about this.
stop doing that. I'm
You
not
can't come out
comparing
and say
talent.
a
No,
guy,
I'm talking about the situation.
his
Forget the
situation.
talents. Forget the talent. I'm talking about the situation.
Which situation we talking about?
That they actually traded Luka Doncic.
Hold on, I'm confused on where you're trying to get with this.
Like Luka Doncic. Just forget it, bro. Keep going, bro.
Because
Just
I
forget it.
think he lost him. You lost us, bro,
All
dog.
right.
I was trying to
Let's
see
go
where you
ahead.
was going. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Go ahead.
You sure we
Go
moving
ahead.
on?
Leave it on. Leave it on.
Because you know
Because
you trying to
everybody
open
think,
up
bro.
the
Everybody
floodgate.
always thinks that you think when you try to compare players, that you
No,
think
I
they're
was
the
trying to
same
see.
exact players.
No, I was
They're
trying
not
to
the
see.
same exact. I was just talking about the situation. But forget it. Let's move on.
You talking about his playoff situation?
No, just the situation of Luka Doncic actually being traded, and tried to tie it in. But we'll save that for another time.
Oh, okay. Because if he was gonna bring it up, no, he's not trash. No,
He's
his
not trash,
playoff
right?
series was a little ass, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
The
It was
series
good.
was ass.
I mean, he about 300 pounds.
That's what he looked like. That motherfucker over there drinking Bush Light right now.
He 300. Shit.
For real, they eventually had to sit down with him and tell him, "Hey, man, it's time to lose some weight. Get in championship shape." Is what
They've been telling Luka that for all his whole basketball career.
Look how much better he looked as a lighter player.
He's never going to be a lighter player. Luka
No, he was absolutely lighter a few years ago.
Like what, 5 pounds, nephew? What you saying, bro? What the fuck?
He was lighter than what he now. This man is husky.
Wait a fucking minute, bro. No, bro. This man was 5 pounds lighter than what he is right now. And y'all talking about he
So
was
you
light
just
on
said
his
he
feet.
300, so he was 295.
I was over
I know it.
bloviating.
I know. But
He
I'm
big as
saying,
hell, but bro, he go be a big guy. He's big. People be big boned, bro. They'll
no,
never be skinny.
No, I just think real quick. I don't think nobody's expecting him to be cut up because I don't think he has that body type to be ripped. But you could tell a few years ago he was a lot slimmer.
And that motherfucker was fat as hell a few
No,
years
he
ago.
wasn't, bro. What
Yes,
was
he
you watching?
is. I was watching Luca ass. It was wasn't that
Hell
fucking
no. This
light
man
knocking
used to
because
be
the
able to
nigga lost
have
2
bunnies to
pounds.
dunk. He don't even dunk no more. And some players do give up the dunks, you know what I'm saying, dunking more often. But this motherfucker, come on, bro.
Luka Doncic, he try to dunk every fucking play, bro. He can't get there, bro. He just can't because he's a big fat ass. Shout out to all my big people though.
Well, it's time to go, bro. Tweaking,
Bro.
bro, tweaking. But hey, nonetheless, man, you got anything left, bro?
I'm just saying, he a paid athlete, bro. You paid to be in shape. That's all I'm saying.
That's how you. That's how you gonna end.
Oh yeah, and P. Will is disappointing, not trash, bro.
He's a combination of both.
You can't be a combination of both. You
Yes, you
cannot.
can. Why not?
Because it's a choice. One or the other.
It ain't no
Trash
one or the
or
other. It's
yes, it
both.
is. What the fuck?
It's both. Both
That's the
on.
easy way out.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is. You
No,
tried
it
to
ain't.
escape
He
out
a
the
fat
back
ass
door.
disappointment. And then this season, he was trash. It's that simple.
Okay. I did say I agree with that, and I do agree with that.
See?
What you said.
See? You gotta let a
Compared to
young
your
buck come in
expectation.
and be innovative with the mind thought. But nonetheless, that is it from us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell as well, man. The lines are open and available if you want to call in and be a part of the mailbag. Call in. Number to do so is 773-242-9219. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all always see red. And y'all already know we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.